Hi everybody and welcome to another video from Craft with Emma. Today I'm going to show you how I made the box that I store my blends in. I know I've been promising this video for a while, so here it is. It's incredibly simple to make and uses the acetate boxes which Stampin Up sell. And when you make it like this, I've got 4 boxes stuck together. It holds the entire collection of blends, so that's 26 pens plus I've got 2 of the colour lifters. So the blends, they come in 12 colours. Each colour has got a light and a dark shade. Then there's the 2 skin tone colours, the ivory and the bronze, and then of course the colour lifter, which is really good for your blending and shading. I've also got a little pouch at the front that holds the Memento ink pad just perfectly, which means everything is in one place. So let me show you how I made it. These are the acetate boxes that I told you about. They're great for storing your cards, so if you make any little packs of cards and envelopes that you want to give away as a gift, or you can put other things inside them, sweeties, tea lights. There's lots of projects with these acetate boxes. But what I'm going to do to make the blends box is start off just by slicing off the top of one of these boxes. So just using a ruler and a craft knife, I'm going to slice off just underneath the fold line. And they're quite strong boxes. You can do this with scissors if you prefer. I like using a craft knife because then I get a nice straight line. And once you've done that, you're going to make the box up, so fold it up. So just crease your fold lines for your box. And then fold in the base, because the base of the box is going to be the base of our blend storage. So you just fold that together like that, nice and nifty. In true Blue Peter fashion, here are the ones I prepared earlier, and you can see all 4 of them stack very nicely together. So to glue them together, I'm using my trusty tear tape, and I'm going to start off just by putting a strip partway along the box, and then of course you just tear it. It's the joy of tear tape. And I'll put another strip part way up just to give it some strength, and then peeling off my tear tape, and I'll take my second box. Now I like standing them up next to each other to make sure that I've got them nice and aligned, and then once you've done that, it's just a matter of sticking them together. If you get it slightly wrong like that, you can peel them apart. It's not the end of the world. There we go. So just hold that together, stick it with one and stick it with the other. What you might want to do is just use a bone folder to help press that tear tape together and just go at it from both sides. Okay, so now we've got 2 boxes stuck together. So let's continue layering these up. I'm going to put the 3rd box on now. The beauty of this particular technique is you don't have to do 4 boxes. You could just do 2 boxes or 3 boxes, depending on how many of the blends you've got so far. Not everybody goes for the full collection straight away. So doing this, you can build it up and build up the case to grow with your collection. And then of course, if Stampin' Up brings out new shades, which we all very much hope that they do, then you can very easily add more boxes in, so that you've got more colours and more space to store all your blends. It's nice, handy to keep them all stored together. So that's 3 boxes now, and then let's finish off with the 4th box. Again, I love this tear tape. It's so easy, the fact that you just tear it off, but it is still very strong as well, so it works perfectly for these kinds of projects. I use tear tape quite a lot in different boxes and 3D projects. So there we go, here's the last one. Just stick that on like that. Together. Bone folder just to help press that down, get it nice and close. There we go. So those are your 4 boxes stuck together. Very, very quick to do. Before I start on any kind of decoration, I'm just going to show you, to remember on my main set, I've got all the boxes with the pens, but I've got this little pouch at the front that the Memento ink pad stays in. So when I made this, it's just the same as one of these boxes, but I cut it in half. And so here's the other half. And I'm going to use that to put it on the front of this one as well. So just make up the box. These boxes are so versatile and so flexible. They first appeared in the Autumn Winter catalogue, so if you've got a copy of that, you'll recognise them from there. But it has carried over, so although you might not see them in the current Spring, Summer or annual catalogue, they are still available. And if you need the number, I'll put it up on the screen. So when I'm sticking on that bottom one, no, I'm going to do two. Let's put the tear tape on here. And let's make it nice and secure. One there, and one there. I have used this particular storage for my blends so much. It makes it so easier when I'm travelling with them, whether it's to a class or a party or to an event. It just holds them all in place and means that I can find them when I need them. So. Right, so there you go. There's your box all stuck together. And it is fine just like that, but recently I've put this black band just to give it a little bit more strength and structure. So let me show you how I did that. I've just got a couple of strips of basic black, and using the box as the template, I'm just going to line it up against these strips of black and then put my ruler down and just score first of all, and then see where the second score line should be. I'm going to do it about there, score there, and then fold that over and just test it to check that it works. And there, that fits perfectly well. So do it again with my second strip. Now you can do this part very easily using your grid paper. So the grid paper is so good for designing boxes, because you just place what you want on the grid paper and then use that as your guide. So doing this one this time with the grid paper. You also see a bit better. It's a bit hard to see the black paper on the blackboard, but I'm sure you guys are doing fine. There we go. Fold that over as well. Just check it to make sure that it's fine, and it is. So it's a little bit too long. I'm just going to slice that off. I'm going to use my craft knife again to do that. Just take maybe about 1 centimetre off one side, 1 centimetre off the other. I'll go back to my blackboard for that, because this is a self-healing mat. It just makes it a little easier. I'm not worried too much about measuring this. I just want it to be a little shorter than it currently is. So let's take a piece off here as well. There we go. And I should do the same on the other side. Now that one you can see is, yeah, let's take just a quick centimetre off the side there. It's just to make it easier when we get to the gluing stage. There's going to be an overlap, and you do want an overlap, but you don't want it so much that it's going off the edge. So let's take a couple more centimetres off of this. So I hope that if you do this project that you post your creations and show me, because I'm always really interested to see how other people do these things. So right, I'm going to start off with doing the pieces at the sides. So if they're going to layer up, so one piece first like that, and then the other piece behind it, I can see that this piece is going to be the piece on top. So I'm going to put my tear tape on the back of it. I'm going to do it in a couple of different places. And then this piece is the one that's going to be underneath. So I'm going to do this tear tape on top rather than underneath. And again, I'll do it in a couple of different places. Then when I peel off the tear tape, like so. I'm going to just peel off all the bits. Right, when I start off, there's the bit that's going underneath, so the tape is up the way. This is the bit that's going on top. So I'll just line them up. Hopefully you can see that. And press them down. There we go. Now, before I do the other side, I'm going to stick this down to the box itself, because I didn't do that for the first one. It was actually a little tricky. So this is an easier way of doing it. So, nice big bit of tear tape down the middle. Line up my box. Make sure that it's at the level that I want it to be at. I want it to be around about there. And then stick that down. Again, just use the bone folder, press it down, get it nice and firm. And of course, the joy of the tear tape on the plastic box is if you have got it slightly squint or you want to change it or move it, it does peel off relatively easily, so you haven't ruined anything. So I'm going to put that one on there as well, and then just follow this round. There we go. And then just finally, to finish off, yeah, you see that one is slightly squint, so I'm just going to peel this off slightly and stick it back on so that it lines up where I want it to be. Yeah, I want it to be there. There we go. So, see, never noticed a thing. Perfectly fine. Right, more tear tape. So the bit that's going on the bottom gets tear tape on the top, and the bit that's going on the top gets tear tape on the bottom. So remember to do it right to the edge of your flat, because then that will hold it down nice and firmly. There we go. I'll peel off these little edge pieces there, and these pieces too. If you've got any little loose tails that are going over the side, just tuck them in, they'll stick down. And then I'm going to stick that down like that. And there we go. That is the finished box. It took no time at all. And as you can see, once it's full, you can get all of your pens in there and your Memento ink pad to go with it. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If there's anything you're needing, please get in touch. The website will be at the end of the video. And if you do make this project, please post it below, because I'd love to see your creations. Have a look at the Craft with Emma Facebook page and send me your creations there. Thanks very much for watching, and happy crafting.